Good morning, HubSpot Nation. It is time to wake up, customer platform, with your unofficial HubSpot Updates morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolyn, joined by my co-hosts Casey Hawkins and George B. Thomas. We are here every weekday morning to make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities. If you're joining live, drop a hello in the comments and let us know what you're building in HubSpot today. On Wednesdays, we wear orange, Casey. What's happening?
You're right. I didn't.
You got the ultimate out though. Like your hair is orange. So
I know.
you're good.
I'm the worst at this. And then whenever I remember, I just like shame everyone else for like how orange they are. I feel like very righteous whenever I remember, but that's.
Oh, well, we got a fun one today, and but before we get in, I need to share a story. One of the reasons I show up every day to try and create awareness about this beautiful customer platform is that it's never been more affordable and available and easy to use than ever to create the kind of experiences we talk about on this show. Example, personally, so I shave my head every couple days, right? And it's very important to me, a specific type of Burt's Bees cleanser that I use after shaving, right? $10 product, right? I have bought it from Amazon. No surprise there, I'm sure. I've tried other things. So I used to be on a schedule of ordering, where it automatically shows up. Canceled that. Tried some other things, didn't work. Now I'm back to that. For the past couple weeks, so I do it at the end of each shower, so I'm not in a place to go buy it when I see, oh, I'm running low. I need to buy some more, right? So I remember when I see it low, and then I take a few minutes to dry off, and by then I've forgotten about it, right? Until the next time, right? Yesterday, this happened, and I see a little yellow light on Alexa. And she's like, so I ask her for the notifications. And first of all, so value first, she tells me about a tornado, warning in the area, right? And then she says, hey, based on your order history, it might be time to order Burt's Bees cleanser. Would you like me to add that to your cart? Yes. Would you like to place the order? Yes. Okay, you will receive it on Thursday. Hands off, right? No touching any devices, just talking to the system and getting what I want in return.
Yeah.
You can do that in HubSpot with HubSpot. You can provide experiences like that. That's why we're here every day talking to you guys about that.
I love that story, even with the visuals that it gave me along the way, Chris. So thanks for sharing that.
No, I definitely went through a few iterations about how I could tell it. Right. We'll like just a little bit of shower, not a lot of shower.
Not a lot of shower. But it's amazing. It's here's the thing. It's about user experience, right? And it's about how the world can and could be, if you're part of the solution, be better for all of those humans that you're serving.
Yes. So we'll continue showing up every day to help you guys understand how we can do that in HubSpot. Because at the end of the day, Amazon can do that because they have a bunch of data. They've created a great customer experience, and that full cycle loop over time tells them everything they need to know about me, so that a device like Alexa can just do that for me as if she's reading my mind.
Yeah.
And I had not done any searches recently. I had not touched Amazon. So just trust me how serendipitous this situation was. Not to mention the anxiety I was starting to feel as the supply of Burt's Bees gets lower and lower and lower, right?
Stressful.
Okay, so speaking of smart properties,
Oh, wow, that was a bumpy one, but okay, we'll go with it.
In public beta, smart data management, smart properties, whatever you want to call it. This is related to Breeze Intelligence. What is it? Want to know whether a particular company has a podcast? If they're remote only, if they're a competitor. Smart Properties gives you the ability to customize the data returned by Breeze Intelligence to focus on the data that's most important to you. Create properties with an embedded AI prompt for our agents to research and find out the answer for you. Whether it's information on the internet or within your portal, ask anything from a simple question to a complex prompt with context, and data will populate within the property for use across the CRM.
Why does it matter? Smart Properties will give you the ability to ask a question or prompt and have Breeze Intelligence AI answer the question, similar to data enrichment. Want to know if they have other office locations? Just ask. Need it formatted in a certain way? Include that in your prompt too. Here's an example. Does this company have any office locations other than North America? If yes, list them out with the city and country. If no, then don't respond with an answer.
Man, I wonder if anybody's going to use this for like competitive intelligence. Like, is this a direct competitor, or like things outside of the typical use cases? I would be interested to know how other humans might be leveraging this technology.
Yep. And here's the update. We now support several new property types. Single checkbox, multiple checkboxes, radio select, and drop down select. We also will support those new property types as output formats to make structuring the unstructured outputs even easier. Simply create a property with a smart prompt, and a research agent will format the result to automatically fit the output into the selected property type.
You know, the other place that my brain goes with this is like one of the maybe potential terrible things we can do in life is like these words. I guess. Does this mean that we will have to like not really guess because we'll just know? And like, isn't knowing half the battle? Go, Joe. I just dated myself anyway. If you get it, you know. If you don't, sorry.
Yeah. No, knowing is half the battle for sure. That's why I don't necessarily agree with if no, then don't respond with an answer. I'd like to know that I'd like to know that you tried and that you didn't find anything. Like, can we have that as an answer maybe?
Well, that's like, I try to avoid boxes for the same thing. I'd rather have yes or no so that I know that it like got filled out.
Yep.
Yes, it is good to be able to close the loop. Chris, you'll find this interesting. For the first time ever, yesterday, I got an email from my clone of a question it couldn't answer.
Oh.
And it was nice to get the notification of that it couldn't answer it, so then I could email the human and actually ask more questions and then give an answer. Anyway, not why we're here, but I a little story time there for you.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Everybody go check out George's clone. And if you trick it, you get an answer from George.
Yeah, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I thought all the answers were from George. Wait a second.
No.
Browse and search knowledge base in the widget help tab. If you haven't seen the chat widget recently, very amazing updates have happened there. What's new? We've upgraded our chat widget with a new help tab that gives users direct access to the knowledge base. No more jumping to external websites for answers. Inside the help tab, users can browse categories if you've created those categories, search articles if you have articles to find, and find trending articles if other people are reading your articles. This update makes self-service support much smoother by keeping everything in one place, making helpful information available exactly when users need it.
The why it matters apparently is self-explanatory.
Yep. And this is interesting. Just if in case you come in here, I don't think Pro Plus is a thing. I think Marketing Pro Plus is the only Pro Plus available. So
Well,
we'll just say Service Pro.
Unless we don't know something. The other thing too that's probably should be pulled out here so people know is like the how do I set it up section does talk about this is not supported in the legacy knowledge base. So you will want to be using the new knowledge base to be able to do the thing that we're talking about right now.
Yep. And George's story about his clone, like obviously he's super cool. He's done the work to create an amazing clone, but customer agent in HubSpot can do the same thing and then tell the knowledge base agent that it got a question it couldn't answer and maybe we should write an article, and then the knowledge base agent writes an article. And now it's available for the people in the chat.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Move to the new knowledge base, please.
Yes.
A new Monday.com data sync app. What is it? This new data sync app mirrors the comprehensive integration capabilities found in our 100 plus data sync apps, which automate the synchronization of data fields and objects across platforms, reducing manual work and ensuring data consistency. With customizable field mappings, filter settings, and real-time updates, HubSpot Data Sync allows users to maintain up-to-date information across their business tools.
Doesn't matter. This app is not the first Monday.com integration to exist in the HubSpot ecosystem. In fact, a one-way integration built by Monday.com has existed in the marketplace for some time, syncing certain data points from HubSpot into Monday.com. Our new Data Sync app offers an alternative approach by enabling not only the import of data from HubSpot into Monday.com, but also ensuring that the updates flow seamlessly in the opposite direction from Monday.com back into HubSpot. Additionally, it can help you migrate data from Monday.com into HubSpot. While it's possible to install both apps concurrently, we recommend turning on the sync process in only one of the apps to avoid potential sync loops and confusion.
So, in what world do you use HubSpot and Monday.com?
Some people use Monday for like project management.
But I mean, I'm literally looking at it's like CRM and sales, operations, IT, like, and I do see projects and tasks, but like, so is it that it's like, it's their version of ClickUp? And so
it was actually originally built as a project management tool.
Okay.
And then they changed to CRM because they had some fields and they had some tables and they had some objects. So let's build the CRM.
So why not?
Right. Okay. So my good friend Bill Barlas used this as a project management tool for his business, and he's very excited about this update. I will say I expect, as we talk about MCP a little bit later, some of the challenges with the data syncs are that they're not quite as customizable as we need them to be, and it can be a very all or nothing situation as to whether you can use the data sync or not. So just take care as you look at it and confirm it's going to work for your use case before just diving in. I do like seeing things like customizable field mappings, filter settings, and real-time updates. I expect more configurability to come to all the data sync apps as HubSpot becomes more flexible.
And the data sync apps are built by HubSpot, right?
Yes. Yep. Number 4, assign customer agent to email. What is it? Businesses can now assign the customer agent to their email accounts, streamlining support and lightening the load on human agents. For more information on the existing capabilities of the customer agent, check out our knowledge base article or stay updated with the latest features on our wiki. If you work outside of HubSpot, you cannot access that wiki. Just a heads up.
Why does it matter? Email is the highest volume communication channel for our customers, but managing it effectively is a constant challenge. Delayed responses, inconsistencies in replies, and the high operational cost of manually handling make it difficult to meet customer expectations. End users expect timely, accurate, and personalized responses that make them feel valued and understood. When businesses fail to meet these expectations at scale due to limited resources and the volume of inquiries, it negatively impacts the customer experience. This can lead to diminished trust, reduced customer satisfaction, missed engagement opportunities, and harm to the brand's reputation.
Just another way to work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing.
I know in the this came up actually yesterday in the admin hug with Andy, where I thought he had something interesting. He had an interesting example. Like someone had said they were a little concerned, when they reach out to HubSpot support, they just want to get to a person, and they were feeling frustrated that they have to basically go through this agent to get to the person. And Andy said something that is very true, which is when online food ordering came out, delivery, he used to call the restaurant still. He was like, I don't trust the online system to take my order and everything. But now he's flipped, and he'd prefer to use I'm like, I remember this vividly. And so what he suspects is as the AI agents get better, we may find ourselves in a similar thing where we'd rather just have the agent because they're going to get us the answer. I don't have to wait for the rep to read my thing and understand my portal and all this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. When the agent doesn't feel like an agent, you won't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go to McDonald's and place your order and didn't realize that it wasn't a human, you didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I love that story because I was the guy, by the way, I'm the old Bart on the show. I was the guy that was like, just call the dang store. Quit trying to use the app. Right. And now of course I'm like, I've got every, oh yeah, bro. And now I've got every food app possible, probably Domino's, Slim Chickens, like I have all the apps. And then I'm use my app because I get the points.
And I'm like, if I go to get my coffee, I'd rather order it through the app because then I don't have to say all the words. I don't have to say all the words.
Yeah. I'll say that's one place I don't use an app yet. I literally will. When and if I go to Dunkin' or Starbucks, I'll wait and I will order it as a human orders.
You probably drink hot coffee.
No, iced coffee. I don't like hot coffee.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I could see a heat thing.
But
sorry.
As a reminder, like I mentioned on the last, on the knowledge base tool, in order to provide timely, so this handles timely, you could turn this on and we can get timely responses. But in order to be accurate and personalized, it needs data.
Mm-hmm.
It needs content. And if that content and data is living inside the heads of your customer agents, that's not an easy switch to just put it inside of the AI agent. So please keep that in mind and be gentle when you talk about that topic with your human agents. Filtered data set based reports directly on dashboards. What is it? Reports made from data sets can now be filtered on dashboards. You can now narrow your data without leaving the dashboard.
Why does it matter? Before you had to leave your dashboard to filter dataset reports. This took extra time. Now you can filter those reports right on the dashboard. This makes it faster to see the data you need.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Curation and control all over the place.
Love it.
Their data is a good thing.
Yep.
Oh, are you ready for this one, George?
Low impact.
Low impact.
Wait, what? Oh my God.
HubSpot master control model context protocol server is now available in public beta, enabling AI clients to interact with HubSpot data and unlocking powerful integration possibilities. What is MCP?
Thank you.
Model Context Protocol is an emerging standard that allows AI models to interact with applications through a consistent interface. It acts as an abstraction layer over traditional APIs, enabling AI agents to access application functionality without needing to understand specific API protocols.
Why does it matter? In this AI era, users expect to interact with business critical tools such as HubSpot's Smart CRM through natural language AI applications like Claude to capture vital records, notes, and tasks. The current MCP tools in this server enable you to retrieve, create, or update HubSpot objects, list HubSpot objects and their properties, access and create associations between objects, create tasks and notes in your HubSpot account, open specific screens with the HubSpot UI, provide feedback on the MCP server. Okay, can I be the AI dum-dum?
Hang on. Yeah,
The AI novice. Sure.
You can, but 1 second. Hit that beta. Okay, go ahead.
Acknowledge that you all are way more well-versed in AI than I am. Sounds very cool. I love the idea of the AI platform that I'm using being able to like create and update objects and things like that. Data privacy concerns, question mark. Is that something that companies should be considering? I know there's different models have different like locks on your data.
Go for it, George.
Oh, no, I was waiting for you to answer that one, bro.
I mean, so I'll just say that's the importance of them landing on a standardized protocol.
Okay.
So that we can protect. This came from Claude and Anthropic, which is known to be one of, if not the best, security-minded LLM provider.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Behind the scenes, a lot of the LLMs are still trying to understand how they work exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee that HubSpot would not open their clients, their human clients, up to a significant risk.
Mm-hmm.
If they wouldn't do that, first of all. So that must mean they trust this to be secure. Like they have if anybody goes to the legal, security page, which is a great read for any CIO that wants to understand HubSpot's, that HubSpot surprised that the $1 billion company takes security seriously. This fits within that, right? This isn't some offshoot. That's why it's delivered as a beta in the product update kind of way. So that's, I don't think should be a real concern, but yeah, that's my take. I don't know how you answer that question, George.
So I asked my clone if there should be security issues. And so it actually spit out potential security concerns like access control. So it talked about the NCP server uses your HubSpot private app access token to connect. If that token falls in the wrong hands, someone could potentially access your CRM data. It's like handing over the keys to your kingdom. So you've got to lock it down. It does talk about data exposure. It talks about authentication and authorization. So then it talks about like Claude Desktop. If it's not properly authenticated or authorized, it could lead to unauthorized actions like creating, updating, or deleting records. There's some third-party risks. Human error is one of the things it lists, but then it literally gave me some how to mitigate these risks. So it talks about securing your access token, use role-based access control, enable two-factor authentication, monitor activity logs, and vet third-party tools before doing any of this. Big thing, last thing it talks about, Chris, you'll love this. It talks about educating your team. Make sure everyone who's working with the MCP server understands the security implications and follows best practices. So there is like a conversation to be had or to think about here without a doubt.
Because I guess like in my head, I'm like, awesome. I love the idea that Claude or whoever can edit records for me. I can say like, hey, I want to, I don't know, standardize this field or update everyone in HubSpot.
Anything. I want to do anything in HubSpot.
I want to do anything in HubSpot.
I mean, can I just dream for a second?
Anything that has an open API, and just last thing on the security, it still uses the private app key the same way we've accessed APIs.
Yep.
Everything else, it's still based on that, right?
Yeah, can I just dream for a moment? Can we just think about a world where we've got a HubSpot audit agent that we can create inside of our own wherever, and then beep bop boop, and like and then put it out to a document and like deliver it, and then by the way, when they say, yeah, can we fix that? Beep pop boop. Fix the thing that we, oh my God.
Yeah. And it's I don't remember them too often saying fill in the blank beta is only the beginning, which they say down here. And I don't think I'm being clickbaity when I say this is changing HubSpot forever. Because what this allows for is
for people who use it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is everybody can build their own tech stacks in a way in terms of the tooling. And obviously I talked to Nico a lot. And when he switches from building out a separate app to deciding to use HubSpot MCP instead, which he has done thanks to this update, that confirms the thought. There's no reason to buy or create separate apps outside of LLM and HubSpot in this case, because you can create all the tooling with those two systems.
What are we talking about Friday, Chris?
Yeah, we're going to be unboxing this on Friday. And Let's Build AI Skills on Friday morning, right before this show.
Is it Friday yet?
Yeah.
Can it be Friday today?
I'll be tuning in.
Yep. What's that?
I said I'll be tuning in.
Right. I thought about just making it a joint, like 1 hour long, because it's 30 minutes is like, we might get to one use case. Nico keeps it real. He's like, we just might as well just show up on the weekend and just go like as long as we can. We'll keep moving for today though. Just please take a moment to understand and familiarize yourself with this. This is a big deal, folks. Google Chat update, report sharing, and link previews. Automated rollout. What is it? The Google Chat app for HubSpot now supports link previews for HubSpot links and allows you to share reports directly from HubSpot, including setting up recurring sharing with custom messages.
Why does it matter? Sharing HubSpot information with your team just got easier. When you share HubSpot links in Google Chat, teammates instantly see context about the record, saving time and boosting engagement. You can also schedule automatic reports, sharing to keep your team informed without switching between tools. A lot of this, there's been a lot of Google Chat updates in the past few months. I feel maybe not a lot, but there've been some. Slack has had some of these features for a while, so it's good that people using Google Chat, some of this is catching up.
Well, and again, this leads me to the thing of, oh my God, I'm going to get so much hate mail with the words that are come out of my mouth.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
Are we entering a world where we won't need Slack? Right? I've mentioned this on multiple shows. Are we entering a world where we don't need Avoma, where we don't need Slack, where we don't need, just keep adding them in?
Do I need to sell my Slack stock?
I mean,
no, probably not. I'm just one guy with a dream, but
if it crashes, I'm gonna be so mad.
That, like, can you, like, I'm sitting here, and again, I'm not a Microsoft team. I'm a Google, we use Google. But I'm like, man, is there actually a world where it's like Google and HubSpot and that's my freaking and an AI
Right.
platform?
That's
Is
man.
my tech stack Google, HubSpot, and like Chat GPT? Like, is that my tech stack moving forward?
Yep. I think it is. Honestly, I've been thinking about that a lot. And when you start thinking about use cases that you need stuff for, from that perspective of starting with LLM plus HubSpot plus email communication, platform with file storage, whether it be Microsoft or Google, like what else will you need with MCP involved? So,
Yeah.
and like I've shared the Google integration. So just a quick difference back to this, like it's tooling that has to be set up, but we've already seen it. Like the MCP connection between Claude and the Google Workspace existed as an MCP first, and then an integration was built, right? So whatever tooling you see that's built with MCPs, that is a window into possible like integrations that people are building that just like click the button, it's on, integrated, beautiful things happen. Boost video SEO performance with structured data. What is it? Video structured data is now available for your video content. This new feature automatically adds SEO optimizing metadata to your video pages, making them more visible to search engines and improving indexing.
Why does this matter? Search engines can't watch your videos and rely on metadata to understand your content. With structured data, your videos become more discoverable in search results, enhancing your SEO efforts without requiring manual optimization. Like
video's getting exciting, folks. Was so excited yesterday. Ankur scheduled an unboxing with me coming up on Friday for the AI powered video marketing platform.
Dude, I just need to clear my whole dang day.
I know
that we talked about. Yep.
Just hang out with Chris all day on Friday.
Very cool. Hey, that's yeah. Tune in to find out. Enhanced date, time, property, and marketing email starting April 16th, 2025. Any date, time properties created in your HubSpot CRM now display both date and time when used as personalization tokens in Marketing Hub emails.
Why does it matter? With both date and time context, you can send truly personalized meeting reminders, event notifications, and confirmations that include exact times, creating clearer communications that drive better customer experiences. We've talked about this before. Just make sure you are using either a date property or a date time property, depending on how you want the date displayed.
Indeed. Improved app card configuration experience for marketplace apps. I got to see this in action yesterday with James Fife from Portent.
Did you record it?
I did.
All
we
right.
did an unboxing show.
Let's go.
Right before the morning show yesterday.
See what I did there? Gave you the
I do.
baton.
I do. Thank you for those prompts. I
Yes.
need them badly. So what is this? We're excited to release a simple and fast experience that addresses today's challenges with discovering and configuring cards offered by apps in the marketplace. We've heard your feedback and are enhancing the App Cards tab, which acts as a one-stop shop for all your needs. Now CRM admins can easily view all available app cards in one centralized location, manage and configure these cards for all available locations and multiple views. Marketplace partners can also now direct customers to this tab after installation, enabling a faster onboarding process and helping you get immediate value from your new apps and integrations.
Why does it matter? We see increasing marketplace apps building immersive and interactive experiences through app cards. However, our CRM admins are finding it hard to discover and configure these cards on their record pages. The experience today is tedious and highly confusing, and we heard this feedback. This update will provide a single location for customers to learn about available app cards, complete all necessary configurations from a single page, and receive an immediate value for the app or integration. Marketplace partners can use the link to this tab to redirect their customers after installation so that customers can immediately start their onboarding journey.
Very cool. Another way to tell if people are building for HubSpot or not. 3 more to go. Default account selection.
Huh?
With default account selection, you can now select which account will be the default account that will be opened when you log into HubSpot.
Oh God, where? How? How? Where?
Why does it matter? For users with multiple accounts, aka the 3 of us, you now have the ability to choose which account you will always log into.
Can I tell you the amount of times that I have to ask my team, are you in Sidekick Strategies? Oh, whoops. Okay. I can't find this thing. Are you in Sidekick Strategies?
I know. That happens to me at least once a week that I'm like, where's this thing? And I'm like, oh, wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than building an entire form in the wrong portal. Whoops. Not that I've ever done that. I'm just saying.
It sounds like it would be bad.
This is exciting. For sure.
How?
If you can't tell, we're excited about this one. And makes sense for those organizations that are starting to be enterprisey and have multiple portals inside the same umbrella. Make it easy for your leadership teams.
It's easy too. Oh, you just go to all accounts, and there's literally, when you hover over the thing, it's set as default.
Oh.
Boom. And Sidekick Strategies officially defaulted.
All right. I look forward to doing that. Build lists and lead scores using SMS events. What is it? You can now use SMS events, examples sent, delivered, clicked, etc., to build lists and lead scores.
Why does it matter? You can now easily segment and score contacts or companies based on their SMS engagement list. You can use SMS filters to refine your messaging strategy. Lead scores use SMS events to increase or decrease lead score for better prioritization. Very nice.
Yeah.
If you're out there and using SMS for anything in HubSpot,
I feel like I'm sleeping on it, man.
We would love to hear from you.
I'm like embarrassed that I didn't know this wasn't possible, but I haven't used a lot of SMS.
I feel like I'm sleeping on the potential of SMS, but I'm so worried of I don't want to be annoying, but I want to be helpful. And I don't know exactly where I would draw that line for my business as like an agency or me as even the George B. Thomas side of it.
See, here's part of the issue, George. This little orange up arrow.
That doesn't scare me. That's just a credit card away, brother. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that's why we don't hear about more people using it.
Yes. I hear you.
Right.
There's the other side of the coin too, because some people will say it doesn't quite keep up with a Sakari or a Kixie, which it's not supposed to, by the way, and it's also new, but anyway.
Yeah. Last but not least, permissions for custom events. Admins can now control view, edit, create, edit/create.
What did you just do, Chris?
Yeah, what did you do there, brother?
And delete permissions for custom events.
Yesterday he said I would never. I would never.
What's happening right now? Why does it matter, Casey?
Until now, any user has had access to view, create, edit, and delete custom events. Custom events capture data, which often drives critical marketing business practices, and admins need to ensure that these events cannot be modified or deleted. Now, admins can prevent users from making undesired changes to their event setup.
Nice.
What is this update about again?
I kind of got lost. I got lost in the bit, to be honest.
This is good to see, though. So down in reporting, we see a very similar view. If you're not used to seeing this, get used to it. View, edit, delete.
Right.
Yep. enterprise, everything is where it's available. I'm sure at some point, like Create will be one of these events or one of these toggles. So good to see that continuing. I think custom events have gotten so powerful in the last year. So check them out if you want to understand more about your customer journey and user behavior.
So Chris, hey, before we drop out of here, I know that we're going a little bit long, but have you heard anything about the HubSpot Dashworks acquisition?
Not beyond their announcement.
Okay, so I hadn't even heard about the announcement, but you know how I learned about the announcement? By the way, this is a teaser for a future conversation. You know how I learned about the acquisition?
How did you learn about the acquisition?
My prospecting agent actually wrote an email that talked to a HubSpot employee about the recent acquisition. Because my prospecting agent is writing emails for me, and OMG.
And all of the emails, not just prospecting ones. Right?
OMG. Like,
and it was probably really easy for you as it brought up the sidebar to say like what acquisition it could be talking about because it gives you easy access.
It was right in the email. Like in a future show, when we have an update around the prospecting agent, maybe I'll flip my screen on and kind of just show some examples of like, even when it's not a good prospecting person, the data that you might find in the email that it's writing might be very useful.
Yes. This layer of agents creating emails on your behalf all over HubSpot.
Yep.
Oh man, personalization and it forces us to change like open rates. Not that they necessarily mattered before because the system is automatically opening stuff for you. But when everybody gets a different subject line, does open rate like mean anything anymore? Like, so did a great show, did a great unboxing show with Clemen a couple weeks in a row, part 1, part 2 of unboxing the prospecting agent. Somebody with deep knowledge in outbound email and cold email, and it was great to break that down. He also has a tool called Celestial that kind of plugs in and gets super granular and super personalized at a scale that's very impressive. So I have to share those links with you, George, and maybe you can check them out.
Yeah.
But that's where we will wrap for today. Remember, folks, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot. Sometimes you just need to wake up to it. Join us tomorrow morning as we continue exploring what's new in HubSpot. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let us know what capabilities you want to wake up to next. Until then, I'm Chris Carolyn.
I'm Casey Hawkins.
And I'm George B. Thomas.
And this has been Wake Up Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great day, everybody.